Hi, everyone. It's Lori from Crystal Earth Magic. I wanted to talk today about the importance of blessing our food, our water, and our products. In this crazy world, we are learning more and more each day about how we are being poisoned, basically. Our water, our air, our food, everything. I've even lately heard more and more about trusted organic companies that have been bought out by big conglomerates, and they are now tainting the food that was once trusted. There's a lot of different lists and brands. You can look that up. Places that, it started with Whole Foods. Remember, everybody was into Whole Foods. They had trouble building places because they were being blocked from everywhere. Anyway, so that's one of them, but there's many more. And again, we're reading labels and we're trusting that these labels are correct. How do we even know that they're correct? We don't. I'm finding out that anything that isn't organic has all sorts of horrible chemicals in it, fungicides, glyphosate, all of those kinds of things, microplastics in our water, all of the forever chemicals, all of the medications that everyone's on, and or flushing down the system. Our water, definitely, we've learned a lot of stuff about our water lately too. And it's really important that we try to source the best things that we can. However, a lot of people are having trouble financially. There for a while, organic foods, their prices had come down quite a bit because there was such a demand for it. And lately, they pretty much are like 3 times the price of other foods that are not organic. So it's difficult for a lot of people, but it also is important that we do what we can. Certainly if you can grow your own food and know where it comes from, that's great too. However, I'll give a little example. I grow organically. You spend a lot more money and time and effort doing things organically. And then to see your neighbor spraying Roundup or a similar product on their yard, which is, adjacent to your yard and blowing into your yard, that's a little discouraging. So what do? Okay, this is where we get to the importance of blessing our food and water. This was the original intention, besides this, about saying grace, was that you are empowering your food, you are empowering your water to be healing, to be nutritious, to be supportive of your physical form and also your energetic form. Most of us during this shift have change the way that we eat, and that's not saying that one way is the only way. Everybody has a different way, and that may shift over time as you change, as your energy changes, as what you need changes. We're all attracted to different things, and I don't think there's any one diet that works for everybody, but we can all bless our food. What about if you're out, if you're out at a restaurant and you don't know where their food came from? The restaurants are having trouble these days too, financially. And so I'm sure they're cutting corners in a lot of places. Many places, where does their water come from that's on the table? Where do their food products come from? Were they humanely sourced? All of those kinds of things that we can't answer those questions. And we'll drive ourselves absolutely crazy if we try to look at every single thing. Certainly, we can do the best we can. We can read labels the best we can and, assume they're correct, which we don't know that. But what we can do, what we can take control of, is blessing our food and water. Before every time you drink, before every time you eat, say a grace. Make it something that is a ritual that you do every single day. You're thanking your water. As you take your water and you say, I love you, thank you. All of those things that have been shown through Dr. Emoto's work. Again, look that up if you don't know who Dr. Emoto is. He did a lot of experiments with water and how water takes on whatever energies around it. And if we say, I love you, it becomes empowered and healing. And if we say something negative, I hate you, or something like that, your water will take on yucky energy as well. Now your food also takes on energy. So again, blessing your food, blessing your water, however that means to you. I always say something like, I'll hold my water and say, I love you, thank you. You're a healing elixir of love and light. Sometimes I'll say things like, let's merge as you become part of my physical structure. Water has a consciousness, and it takes on whatever energy it's exposed to. When it's done with intent, it's very, very powerful. And so you can empower your water, even if it's coming from the tap and that's all you have, or if it's at a restaurant and you don't know the quality of it. I think it's very important. Our intention can cut through, a lot of what we're being poisoned with. Okay, so remember, you are the power. It's intention. Certainly, we do what we can. Filter your water, get a clean source of water if you can. If you can't, or you don't have access to that, then do the best you can with your intention. Surround it with a beautiful white or golden light, whatever it means to you. Clarity. You want it to be pure. You want it to be clear. You want it to be of the highest vibration, because you're taking that into your body, and that becomes part of your cellular structure. It becomes part of all the processes going on in your physical body. It becomes part of everything that you are. So it's really, really, really important to bless your water, especially if it's questionable. And even if it isn't, we don't know anymore. We just don't know. Food, the same thing. Bless your food. If you're using animal products, thank the cow for the butter or the cheese. Thank the bees for the honey. If you're eating meat products, thank the animal for its sacrifice. Love it, honor it. Remember, a lot of these animals were here to sustain humanity. Whether that's changing or not, and when, that's up to everybody to decide on their own. That's not a one and done kind of thing. Nobody can decide that for you. But absolutely thank the animals. I always thank Mother Earth too, Mother Gaia. Thank you, Mother Gaia, for your bounty. And of course, I always thank the universe source for blessings, and I ask that the food is nutritious, full of love, full of light, supports my body, supports my evolution, all of those kinds of things. You can come up with some little thing that you say every day so that it's easy, or you can change it day by day. Remember when families used to say grace at the table? That was the original intent. You're empowering your food. You're also giving gratitude for the bounty that you have in front of you. Even if it's something very simple, a bowl of cereal, whatever. Thank Source, thank the universe, thank Mother Gaia for that. Okay. It's so important. It empowers it. It gives incredible energy to all of your bodily processes. Remember, we are spirits having a human experience. And so we need to be grounded in a healthy physical vessel in order to do whatever we want to do. So again, your words are very important. Your intention is very important. You can send light into the food, into the water, surround it with love and light. Again, I always put up a big sphere and a Stargate whenever we're having a meal, or whenever I'm eating, even if it's on the go. Just empower your food, bless it, let it be full of all the good things. Sometimes just say, let it be full of all the good stuff for me. If you're eating something that probably isn't so good for you, you can say something like, body, take what you need and get rid of what you don't. Okay. Because from time to time, we're going to do that. And that's okay. There isn't one way to eat. There is not. There are so many diets out there. All of you who have been on diets, how have that worked for you? How have any of those diets worked for you? No, it has to come from what your body craves. When you are in alignment, your body will tell you what it is that would be the best thing for you to eat and to drink. Okay. But that's just a little tip. I see so many people who know how to do it, but they don't, and it's just something, once you get into the habit, you can do it at every meal, with every drink of water, with every glass of water that you have. And you can do it when you're out, or, maybe at Thanksgiving or Christmas, or with your family, or parties, those kinds of things. It's really, really important. It only takes a second. No one needs to know what you're doing. Okay. If you're concerned about that. If you're not concerned about that, maybe you bring everyone else into a little prayer, a little saying, whatever you want to do to empower your food and water. It's really, really important. In my opinion, it's so important, especially in these times when we don't know where stuff's coming from, and when even the food that we trusted as organic is not. And even when they're adding funky stuff to the organic food, you've got to be very diligent as much as you can, but not everybody has the resources or the time or the energy to do that right now. A lot of people are really feeling beat down. And our food is not helping unless we are empowering it. Let's take the bull by the horns, let's take charge, and let's empower our food. Let's bless it. Get rid of anything that's nasty in it, and only the good things remain, so that it feeds our vessel, so that we can continue on in this evolution, this planetary ascension, and be of service to others by healing ourselves. Anyway, that's my little rant for today. This is Lori from Crystal Earth Magic. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.